Alright, this is going to be the first video of my Code With Me series. First of all, we're going to start with creating a project. So we're going to get onto GitHub, and I'm just going to go to the regular GitHub repository. So this is Git. It's basically just a desktop view of everything GitHub. It has all of, you can see all of my repositories down here. It's basically just a way to view this. So what we can do is we can go to search, and we're going to search FTC robot controller. And now we'll find this top one right here. It has FTC right there. We're going to tap that. And then we're going to go to either fork, or we can just go to code, and then I'll show you how to do this later. But we're going to do a fork. And for this one, I'm just going to call it CodeWithMe FTC. You can rename this to whatever you need to specifically, but this is what I'm going to name it. And then just hit create fork. And now we're just going to wait for this to load real quick. Okay, there we go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hit code and then go to HTTPS and copy this. And then go into Android Studio that you should already have open and go new project. Actually, we're not going to do that. That's bad. What we're going to do is hit these three dots and go get from version control. And then as you can see, I have my directory right here. I'm going to save it to my repos and then just paste that URL in there and hit clone. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to take your GitHub repository right here, and it's going to put it on your local machine. Next, once we get it all opened up, it's going to import the Gradle project, which what this is going to do is it downloads all the dependencies needed to run it. It allows you to use all of FTC's specific types, and it makes it so Android Studio actually works, and you can it will debug correctly for you, and you can just hit the little red lines and it'll give you the answers of why stuff is broken. So once that's done, we can switch this bar right here to Android, which what that will do is it'll show us the Android modules and files that are included in this project that we're going to need to be able to use to code for FTC. So, and then a little intro on using Git as well. So you'll notice that when I hit this bar right here to go to commit, it says nothing has been changed. But if I just start typing like this is a change to the repo, then you're going to see it pops up right here. We can even tap on it and it'll show us the difference between the two files. So you can see that we have, this is a change to the repo. It's not there before. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that real quick. If it'll load. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we can go back to project. And it's almost done importing the Gradle. Another way to do that Git is to tap on this branch right here. This shows your current branch, as well as if you tap on it, it shows this update project, which is just a pull, commit, and push. So you can see all of these different things in my other video about how GitHub works in general, and I'll put that in the description. So then what we'll also see happening in Android Studio is if we tap that build button, it's going to show us that it's syncing, and we can see that it actually is doing something. It's downloading all these dependencies to let us use FTC repositories. So this is going to be your friend because it's going to show you where all the errors are occurring, and can show you if you're offline, it'll show you that stuff isn't downloading like it should be. Stuff's just kind of breaking, not really working all that well. Another really handy thing about Android Studio is this button right here, this little elephant with an arrow down. It's the sync project with Gradle files button, which does the sync just like it already just did with importing the Gradle. It just forces it to sync. And you may have noticed that in the background, it has switched it to Android for me. So now what we would normally see is this project, which shows us every single file included in this entire area. If we go in here, switch it to Android, it's only going to show us this. So I'll close this bar, and then right here, we'll go into FTC Robot Controller's external samples right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to show us every single example that FTC has given to us. So for instance, we can look at the robot teleop POV linear, and we can take stuff from this potential lead to just show us, hey, here's how you do this, here's how you do this other thing, and you can get a lot of stuff from here. So along with that, we're not going to edit any of the files in here. If you do try to do something like that, what you should do is copy it and then paste it inside of teamcode. So we're going to go all the way to this org.firstinspires.ftc.teamcode, and we're going to paste it there. And I just copied the basic op mode omni linear. And then what is it asking us to do? It's asking us to add the file to Git. If we want to, which more than likely you do, hit don't ask again and add. What this does is it registers it as a file that GitHub should detect when it's loading, and then puts it up here in this commit bar. If it's green, it means it's new. If it's blue, it means it's been modified. So we can look in here, we can see that this is how you define hardware map, motors, all of that kind of stuff. So hopefully this has been a good introduction to Android Studio and how to start your project. Thanks.